Alright, here we go again. So, I'm cutting out my daughter's pattern pieces for her costume for Halloween. And I said to myself, I think it'd be a good video on the best way to prepare your pattern pieces for cutting. So, here's a really super quick tutorial on my best way to cut out the pattern pieces. You'll see. Alright, I'm trying like HE double hockey sticks to make this as clear as possible. So I put a black background. So, to prepare your pattern piece for cutting, you want to, this is the best way that I've figured it out, because as you can see right here, it gets very super confusing. I guess super is my word, right? I always say super duper, no less. Alright, anyways, see how confusing it gets? So you want to take a highlighter. This is not even a highlighter, it's just a marker that I'll be able to see. And you want to highlight it before you cut. So this is a pattern piece that is not cut, I just cut around it. So just say we're going to use the size 12. So you look for the size 12 and just highlight it. So now, you know what, I'm going to use a darker one. This one stinks. Alright, so just highlight the 12. Now when you come here to a notch, which is really important, very important, instead of going in, can you see this? Try to fix this. There you go. Alright. Now here's the notches, which are really important. Instead of going in like the picture shows, you want to go out. Okay, so this is the size 12. Now when you put this onto your fabric and you're cutting along your pattern piece, as a guide, you want to cut this notch out. Like, I'll show you. This is a piece that I had cut. See what I mean? I cut the notch out and I cut the fabric out. And that's removable when you're done with your project. It's really important when you're making clothes, especially clothes, that these notches will be your guide. And if you don't cut these notches out, your project probably will look really stupid and not on key. Okay? Alright, so just do it for the rest of your pattern piece. Now I'm doing the 12. Can you see me? Now this is what I mean when I say it gets a little tricky. So here's my 12. You can go side to side. Notch out. And just follow that. Now, the reason why I'm highlighting it, not just cutting it, is because it is really confusing, especially when you're using scissors and you're trying to cut it without highlighting it. Your pattern piece will probably wind up messed up, and you're cutting where you shouldn't be cutting. So that's why I decided to make this little video on how important it is to prepare your pattern before you cut it. And this is actually a really good example because I'm lost here. So, 12. Alright, that was actually, I didn't even plan that. That was a good example. Gotta pat myself on the back every once in a while. And that's it. I mean, here you go again. A very good example. It just gets too into each other. So find your size 12. Mine's size 12. Highlight it. And sometimes you could always do like my number 12 is 1, 2 in. So like you get down here and you're like, oh my gosh, what do I do? You just count 1, 2, 1, 2 in. Highlight. mean, you don't even have to get this to an exact science either, but it's really important that you do try. Oh my. Your project depends on it. Hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, comments, anything, just ask. I'm done begging you guys to like, subscribe, share, comment. I'm done. I'm done. Just kidding, guys. It's a video, inside joke between me and my daughter. Have a nice day.